Welcome to the call today. We got JJ Newman with us. This is one of our clients here from Iowa. JJ, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Awesome. All right. So JJ is a client of ours, and she's been using our expired booklets to reach out, touch base, and actually convert expireds into listings. And so, JJ, tell us a little bit about your business, and then let's hear about how you're using those presentation booklets to engage expireds.
Yeah, for sure. I want to thank you guys for having me. First off, my name is JJ. As he said, I am from central Minnesota. I moved to the Greater Lakes area about 3 years ago. I graduated high school back in 2023. So I've actually only been in the business for about a year and 4 months.
Wow.
The market we live in, it's getting slower right now due to the colder season. I don't know if you guys are all familiar. It's Okoboji, Spirit Lake, Iowa.
Yeah.
And basically, my broker, Kirk Stoss, got in touch with, I think, Vincent or someone from
Yeah.
Listing Leads.
Yeah.
And he sat down with me and he goes, JJ, we need to look at this system. I think it's going to go somewhere. So we sat down with Vincent one day and we did a little webinar, and he introduced the booklet to us and told us how there was other agents that were getting leads and listings from the booklet. So I took it into my own hands after that, and I started targeting FSBOs and expireds. And actually, I wasn't doing that even beforehand, before I started the booklet. What I do with the booklet is I'll go on my MLS, and each day there's at least 3 to 4 expireds, and I contact them directly. I steered away from calling, and if I do call, I don't leave a message. I just follow up with a text. And what I do with that is I introduce myself, and then instead of saying, oh, I've noticed you've been on the market for 3 months, I actually pinpoint the exact number. So it touches the brain a little bit more. And I asked them if they'd be interested in looking at my marketing booklet. And happens to say some aren't always saying, yeah, give me the booklet, but they say yes or sure. And even if they don't, I still send the booklet anyway. And I give it a few days and I follow up with them. And it has gotten me to the point where I'll meet them at a coffee shop and I'll sit down with them and I'll give them my listing presentation and I'll ask them, did you have any time to go over my marketing booklet? And most of them say briefly. So I go over it, but strategize it into my personal experience and how I'm going to bring them to the closing table while using the booklet, if that makes sense. And
Yeah.
while doing that, I've only been doing it actually surprisingly for a month and a half, and I'm not bluffing. Like, I'm so serious. And actually, I have a listing here on a lake called Big Spirit. It is listed at 779.
Oh.
That is from the booklet. And then I also have another one that actually became a referral that is a little bit above $500,000. And then I have 2 coming to the market in spring. One will be listed at 980, and the other one will be listed around 800,000. And that's all from the booklet.
Are those really good price points for your area, or are those average price points?
I would say more average, yeah.
Okay.
If
Awesome.
you're on the lake, you are usually targeting over $1 million,
Okay.
but
Awesome.
you start somewhere, right?
Yeah, hey, I tell you what, 800,000, nothing wrong with that.
Uh-huh.
So when you said you send them the booklet, are you sending like the link to the flip book, or
Yes.
and do
Yeah.
you send that via text?
Yes, correct. Unless they
Oh,
give me their
awesome.
email. Yeah.
Or email, and then you call, don't leave a voicemail if they don't answer, and most of them don't answer.
Yeah,
Right. So then you follow up with a text. And
correct.
then do you send the link to the flip book before they respond?
That is, if they do respond, I usually give it a day or 2 for them to respond, and then I do it. But if they
Okay.
don't respond, I'll just send it no matter what, because what's the worst that can happen,
Yeah.
Right.
And are you adding their home into listings to leads so that they're seeing their home on
Yes.
it?
Yes.
Right.
I
So I
like
would
to
say,
give it that more personalized feeling. I
yeah.
feel like if they see their home in that little brochure, it triggers, again, the brain a little bit more.
Yeah. That's awesome. That is absolutely awesome. Vince, do you have any questions?
Not quite a question, but I'm really happy to see JJ here on the call because you're one of our newer offices, but you're also from a place that I had never heard of. And I don't mean to be disparaging, but kind of like in the middle of nowhere. And so there are a lot
Yep.
of our clients who are from those areas. We think of like Florida and LA and New York, and a lot of our clients come from those areas. But can you tell me a little bit about how this is helping you in where I think Scott, it reminds me of Lake Tahoe, like where they
Right.
are. And it's even, I think, even a little more remote. So can you tell me about that? Because I remember JJ, Kurt was saying that you have, is it Omaha where people buy from that area? There, people move from other areas and buy homes in your area.
Yeah, so if you want to think of this town more as a feel of tourist. So like
Mm,
in the summer, there's traffic. You're
mm.
waiting at lights for a good 10 minutes. And in the winter, it's complete opposite. It's back to small townville or whatever you want to consider it.
Yeah.
But a lot of people have secondary, third, fourth, fifth properties here, and they use it as summer vacations. So, as they always say, the market's very hot during the summer, more per se during the fall and winter, and that might be a little bit perceived everywhere, but it's very like that here. And with that being said, a lot of those secondary people that live on the lakes, they're not here unless it's summer. So it dies down a lot during the winter, and that's a little bit about our area if you get my perspective on what I just said.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, so it sounds like though you're building up a phenomenal skill set. So when the business does start picking up a little bit more in the spring, you're going to be
Yeah.
dialed in and ready to
Yeah.
go.
Exactly. Start early, 3 months in advance to get the
Yeah.
business rolling,
So
right?
Yeah.
you're a year and a half in real estate.
Yep.
You've got essentially 4 listings. One's
Yep.
listed, one referred, 2 coming up.
Yep.
Man, what's your goal for the next 3 to 6 months with this? How many listings do you think you're going to be able to get?
With the rate I'm going at now, only using it a month and a half, I would like to get to within 6 months, maybe 15, 20. That's a high goal. At least I'm setting a goal for myself.
That's
So,
good.
You're
Yeah.
getting almost a listing a week. In 6
yep,
weeks, in the first 6 weeks, you got 4 listings. And I'll tell you what, there's absolutely nothing wrong with referral. Let somebody else do all the work and you just get the check.
exactly.
Mm.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, JJ. I logged in your account real quickly before I got on the call, and you're not really running any ads on Facebook at all, right?
I am not.
Yeah. So this is very interesting because so many of our clients do, and JJ's like, no, just straight to the listing, straight to the homeowners with FSBOs and expired. So kudos to you, JJ. That's awesome.
Well, you know, and I'll
Thank
tell you, my suggestion is do what JJ is doing because these are people that want to sell. All right. So
Yes.
going after these people that want to sell their property and then leverage those listings as you get them, then start marketing because the Facebook ads are going to be what really gets your name out there is both a branding exercise, but a lead gen exercise as well. So trying to build a listing inventory through ads can be very expensive and time consuming and take a while to do. This is the jumpstart to building a listing
Yeah.
inventory. Have you done listing presentations before using the booklet? And if so, how does the booklet make you feel, or how does it make the listing presentation flow having something like this to present with a homeowner?
So yeah, I did do listing presentations before, but the booklet really helps due to the fact that it's so structured and you can relate it to your own business no matter what brokerage you're from and how you do it differently. That's what's unique about it.
Mhm.
Yeah. And have you ever had the homeowner scan the QR code or send a text to see their single property website on their phone?
Yep, and the referrals as well, also on the back. I
Okay.
always say that at the very end, you can scan this QR code. It has a list of all my reviews and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, and they do that. It's a really good booklet, and I'm not just saying that. I'm serious.
Have you ever had a homeowner ask, how are you going to get my home sold? And they look at this. Do they ever compare it to what their last agent did or didn't do and give you feedback?
Give me feedback, as in you saying the booklet. Two of the people actually have active listings right now. They have noticed that it's more structured. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Mhm.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. And QR codes. They've never had an agent come to the table with QR codes that they can scan and go
Mhm.
automatically to what they're looking for.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
That feedback keeps coming back to us. It's the QR codes that's locking down the presentation. Yeah. I'm glad.
And
to
you
hear
know, with the other people, they're older. So they're like, so how do you work a QR code? They genuinely do not know.
Hmm.
So I sit there with them and I help them. You go to your camera and you scan the QR code and you click on the website. And then it's already in their tab so they can just click on the tab and read it. Because a lot of my people are actually the older generation, believe it or not.
Sure.
Okay. And now they've got you on their phone,
Yep.
which is even better.
Right.
That is
Yep.
awesome. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Vince, anything else that we should ask?
No, but JJ, thank you very much. And please
Yeah.
thank Kirk. I know I invited him. I just wanted to say for people on here that JJ's from a small team, small brokerage, and we're really happy to be able to help clients like that. So let us know, JJ, when you're starting to get more success, and we'd
Yeah.
love to hear back from you.
For
Yeah,
sure.
definitely. Yeah, JJ, please don't ever hesitate to reach out to us. If you have any feedback on these booklets or something else you'd like to see in them, I'd love to get your feedback on that as you're using them at a pretty high level. And then I'll send you an email on this other stuff I mentioned a little bit earlier. And if you're interested, let me know. But otherwise, keep going and keep having that success. And I want to see you getting 15 to 20 listings. And I want to hear back when you're at that level and making $500,000 a year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the goal, Scott.
Yeah.
Well, thank you,
All right.
Scott and Vincent. I appreciate it.
All right, JJ, thank you so much.
Thank
All right,
you.
talk to you soon.